Sometimes I think the sun is rising too soon. Can I just pull the covers over my head? But then I think of all I've got to do now. First thing is to get my body out of this bed. So I get up, here I go. Even if I'm starting slow, I'm smiling, I'm grooving. Gotta get this body moving. Thinking up, kind of thoughts. Gonna give this new day all I've got. And in no time at all, things are going my way. Gonna have an up kind of day. Up and up kind of day. Up and up kind of day. I know sometimes there will be things that get me down. My day won't always go the way that I planned. But I'm a tough kid, I can deal with it. I'll make the best of it, I know that I can. So I get up, here I go. Even if I'm starting slow, I'm smiling, I'm grooving. Gotta get this body moving. Thinking up, kind of thoughts. Gonna give this new day all I've got. And in no time at all, things are going my way. Gonna have an up kind of day. Up and up kind of day. Up and up kind of day. Even if my day seems low, nowhere for my dreams to go, I'll still reach for the sky. It's time to watch me fly. On an up kind of day, yeah. Up on an up kind of day. So I get up, here we go. Even if I'm starting slow, I'm smiling, I'm grooving. Gotta get this body moving. Thinking up kind of thoughts. Gonna give this new day all I've got. And in no time at all, things are going my way. Gonna have an up kind of day. An up kind of day, yeah. An up kind of day, yeah. An up kind of day.
I'm getting my setup going, I'm telling you. I got electricity right here at my desk now, so I can plug in my iPod and I can plug in my phone if I need to, and I plug in my iPad and plug in my little light right over here that I can change the colors on. Look at my face change colors. There's the white. And, here comes coffee. I begged. I did the puppy dog eyes. Say hi to the peoples.
Hey, peoples.
Thanks, honey. Yeah, he made a surprise visit. Brought me another cup of coffee, and it's super hot. It's super hot. So it's Tuesday. It's plan and play day. Yep. So let's think about, we're going to talk about meal planning. Now, if you haven't been to Leanne's website, savingdinner.com, you are missing out because she has a wonderful way for you to meal plan. But guess what? We can get some stuff done. We can get a lot of things done. And she has been so wonderful at teaching y'all how to do things in the kitchen during this pandemic. She's been doing great at it. And, oh, wow. We have learned so many things. Making bone broth, her daughter did some sourdough bread, and Caroline's helping out, and it takes a lot to do 2 shows a day. I know, because I do 2 shows a day, and I don't do a cooking show. And cooking shows need prep. So she has really put herself out there to help y'all during this pandemic. So folks, go check out savingdinner.com. Today I heard from my olive oil lady, Megan. Megan and I met because we go to the same doctor. And Megan is just precious. Now, Leanne knew her before then, but we met at my doctor's office, and she said they can't travel either, and they live here where they live in Asheville, and they can't travel, and they usually go all over the world for the first pressing of these wonderful olive oils that they have. So they're going to be having some new olive oils. TJ, he's our olive oil hunter, and he has the most amazing olive oil you have ever tasted. I mean, Leanne and I swear by it. And somebody sent me a pink lady slipper necklace. So I have a pink lady slipper necklace on today. Yeah. It's a good day. I'm ready to get out of lockdown. I talked to my neighbor yesterday, Miss Marion, and she's a little older. She's 10 years older than I am, and she was out front, and we share, I say share because she wants to work it, and I have planted things in there, and I'm a weird gardener. I plant it and forget it. That's kind of, if I've got to do any work in the garden, I don't really do it because I'm too busy. I'm taking care of all of y'all. And she was out front looking, doing some weeding and stuff in the garden Sunday afternoon when Leanne and Mark and Robert and I went to look at a house. And she said, she left a little note in our mailbox, and she said, you didn't look like you were real happy about that. And I said, that wasn't my look at all. She was assuming what I was thinking, and we can't do that. Robert had taken the weed eater down there and had cut everything down. That's what I was looking at. He left a few plants, but he cut a bunch of stuff down, and Miss Marion was out there. She put some rocks in and made a little creek bed, and I just thought it was lovely, just adorable. And the whole bed has rocks around it, just lots of rocks, and they've been covered up over the years with mulch. And there's a tree right in the middle of this flower bed that I bought at Walmart one Easter when frost had killed everything, and it was just a little stick. It was just a little stick out of a pot. And I put one up here at the house. I bought two of them and one down front, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Japanese maples. And they're just beautiful, and it just sort of sets this whole bed off. And I put perennials out, so I never have to replant things. So she was down there working, and I was just looking at how he had taken everything down. And that was probably the look on my face. So we talked last night for about 30 minutes. And they're just precious people. And they just love Tulip. They have an older dog named Tonka. And Tulip knows not to jump on Tonka. Because Tonka just wants to lay in a sunbeam. And so Tulip will go down there and lay with Tonka in the yard. So it's kind of fun just knowing that my dog, when Robert's out running around, Tulip goes and sits in the yard with their dog and keeps it company. So folks, I have 4 Japanese maples. One's a dwarf one that's really pretty. And it got bit one year at Easter, and it did come back. I was about ready to cut it down. Robert said, oh no, we can't cut it down. He doesn't like to cut anything down except trees that are dead. But a little planning, a little playing. So she's planting gardens too, and I'm planting garden, and she's doing something called Misfit Organics, where they send her a box of organic food every week, and she doesn't know what to do with all of it. And, I got a funny story to tell you. She said, I think I met you 30 years ago. And I said, "Oh, really?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "In what context did you meet me? Because I've been in Transylvania County since 1994." And she said, "You came up to look at some horses." And I said, "Oh, no, 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 no. That was not me. I don't do horses. That was probably Robert's first wife." Well, they were married for 17 years, and Robert and I have been married for 23 years. And I think it a little bit was a little awkward there for a second. And I said, "Yeah, that was probably Sue." But I knew Sue. I worked with Sue, so it's we were friends at once upon a time. What is misfit, or I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet, but she said it was organic food, vegetables that have blemishes on them. And she joined, it's a little co-op sort of thing. I think it's online. She must have seen it on Facebook. Anyway, she was talking about gardening, weeding the front garden. And she said, "I tell myself I can do anything for 15 minutes. Where have I heard that?" So she must read my stuff. But it's quite interesting. They bought Miss Frankie's house, and it's all one level, so it's good for them. Anyway, folks, so planning and playing. I've got some onions to put out, but it's been too cold here, and I'll be putting those out this week. And then I'm planting this garden. I've got stuff coming up. I've got my mustard greens coming up. I can't wait to have a mustard green salad. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to have a mustard green salad with bacon, lots of bacon. And then I'm going to plant some okra. Yeah, Robert's just going to die when I plant okra. Oh, because it's going to come up and he's going to say, "What is this devil plant?" Because he doesn't like okra like Southern girls like okra. And I have a great recipe for cooking okra. We grew up calling it okra. And my sisters didn't like okra when Granny would cook it. They didn't like it. And I was telling them just how good it was. And then I never had enough okra. I could never get enough okra. But it's fun. So I'm going to plant some onions, and I've got garlic going, but the cat likes the garlic. The cat is eating the garlic, eating the green stuff coming off the garlic. So I don't know what's going on with that. My garlic's not doing well. And then I've got broccoli and all kinds of good stuff. Somebody says they love okra, but they don't know how to cook it. Let me tell you how to cook it. This is real easy. You get an iron skillet, preferably the iron Dutch oven that's got high sides, because I cook a lot of okra when I cook it. And you cut your okra up into little pieces. Cut the ends off. I sometimes leave the little pointy end. And I salt and pepper it, and I put buttermilk on it. Let it sit for a minute. And then put your cornmeal. I put it in a big Ziploc bag. Put some buttermilk on it. And then I put the cornmeal on it. And you can use self-rising cornmeal or plain cornmeal. I don't care. And then you get your oil. And I like a good oil, an avocado oil or something like that, and put some oil in your skillet, and you get it good and hot, but not super hot, and put your okra in there and brown it and keep turning it. You just got to keep turning it until it's done the way you like it. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun to cook fresh veggies. My favorite is green beans, though. Y'all like green beans? Fresh out of the garden, snapped and stir-fried. Leanne's telling us what kind of oil to use. She said avocado oil does great. Anyway, I ought to have some more coffee. I've already had 1 cup today. So plan your garden, plan in your menus. So today is Tuesday. And everybody, when you say it's Tuesday, what do they say? Taco Tuesday. So are you going to fix something Mexican tonight? Is that your thing? And somebody's got a birthday coming up tomorrow. She's on here too. Anyway, I wish we had places to go out and eat. I'd take her out to eat. But we haven't got anything open yet. Thanks for all the stars, y'all. I don't know how to redeem them or anything, but I think they amount to a penny a piece or something, but I don't care. They're happy. They make me happy seeing the stars. Ooh, garlic infused avocado oil. That sounds wonderful. So, Leanna, I owe you a dinner. We'll go eat German or something when we get all opened up. So plan your menus, and you can do it a fun way. You get your calendar out, and you take some Post-it note tape. Did you know there was such a thing as Post-it note tape? Post-it note tape, and put on your calendar. My calendar's sitting way over there, and I'm not going to get out of my chair because I tried to get in my chair a while ago and got a Charlie horse, and I'm not going to do that again right now. I don't know why I have a Charlie horse. Yeah, it's time to get busy, but you can have a basic weekly plan to your menus. So, meatless Monday, Taco Tuesday, clean out the refrigerator Wednesday, Thursday is leftovers, Friday could be pizza night, Saturday is let's cook outside. Oh, I saw a commercial the other day. I don't know who is doing this commercial, but in little communities, they want everybody to take their grills out front and have a block party with everybody doing social distancing. How cool is that? I think we should all do that for Memorial Day weekend, which is coming up in a few weeks. I think it's like 2 weeks it's coming up. I need my grabber in here. Anyway, it's all fun. It all is fun. Even though we've been locked in, and I have a big shout out to my dentist. I got a call bright and early this morning from my dentist, and they're starting to work. And at the beginning of the pandemic and us being ordered to stay home, I lost a crown. And I called him at home and I said, Dempsey, I just lost a crown, and I know you're not open. And he said, well, I'll meet you there. And I said, here's the deal. I've had a root canal on it. It's not going to hurt me. And I'd rather just stay, let's do what we're supposed to do instead of, let's do our social distancing. And you can't social distance at a dentist office. You just can't. So when this is all over with, I'll come in. And he said, okay. And today was his first day back, and he called me and said, I've set aside an appointment for you at 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So I get my crown fixed tomorrow. I get it fixed. So I'm happy. It's all good. Probably needs to have a new one. Anyway. Well, our dentist was our neighbor. He was our neighbor, and he calls me when he wants something. So we've just been good friends. He read Robert's book before. Our vet was the same way. God rest his soul, Clyde Brooks. We could pick up the phone and call him. In fact, he made house calls. So we live in a small town and small communities. You know everybody. You know everybody. So keep in mind, the smaller the community, the safer you are, because our little community is, we've had 7 cases of the coronavirus in our community. And those came on early on. Leanne and I watched it every day. And then one day there was 8. And we're thinking, what's going on here? But turns out somebody had the wrong address on their stuff. And they were really from another county. What's the name of Robert's book? It's on Amazon. So you can look up his name, Robert Cilley, Cilley. And the name of the book is Could You But Find It? And people who are followers of me have thought it was a decluttering book, but it's not. It's a novel. And it is a good novel. And it's a novel that it has like 2 ugly words in it. That's all it's got in it. 2 ugly words. But it's a good book, a coming-of-age book, and it's a beautifully done book. He did a wonderful job. And he should do another book, but it's a lot of work. And he's got things to do in the woods. He likes being out in the woods. Could you but find? Leanne read it. And it is a great book. And he worked hard on that book right after he retired. He retired 11 years ago. So us being quarantined at home has not been a bad thing because we're used to being together. Now there are some people, I watched some Russian thing last night on Facebook where they were doing rock, paper, scissors with some terrible consequences. They had a pillow down with flour on it, and whoever lost got their face put in the flour, and then they put some goo on there. I wasn't listening to it because it was in Russian. But yeah, I wish he'd do a second book, but he hasn't. And he's probably not going to. But he said those characters talked to him, and he wrote down what they said. That's how he put it. And we would talk about the characters at dinner. And we would discuss what they would do. And it's just some amazing. I've never written a novel. Now, Patty and Ken Hartley and Jessica wrote a novel, our Hidden Treasures novel, that's about the Fly Lady system. So if you want to know how the system works and you want to read a fun book, get Hidden Treasures. If you need a good summer read, you get Robert's book. Could You But Find It is the name of the book, Robert's book. And Hidden Treasures is Patty's book. So I'm excited. Y'all are asking about their books because they are really good books. We don't promote them very often. So let's have a little drink of coffee. Oh, that hits a spot. That just hits a spot. And this afternoon we'll have tea. And we got a second testimonial. Well, we've gotten 2 or 3 testimonies about our body clutter tea. But this one was practically the same as the first, the one we got last Friday. And she hadn't even known that I read that testimonial on the show. And she was saying the same thing, that the smell was absolutely, oh my, I wish we had smell-o-vision. The smell was to die for. No, it really is a medicinal tea, so you're not going to die drinking it. There goes the dogs. I don't know what they're barking at. It's always something. Puppy dogs. They don't like squirrels. Yeah, Molly can't stand squirrels. She sees a squirrel and she's got to go get it. Y'all, I am fighting my perfectionism so bad right now. You have no clue. I have louvered closet doors in here, and I look straight at them, and one of the louvers, why I've never noticed this, I don't know, but one of the louvers is gotten out of it's crooked. It's crooked, and it's killing me. I may have to show you. It's crooked, and it's killing me. And I want to go fix it. But I'm not going to. I'm going to be good. I'm really going to be good. So keep in mind, today is plan and play day. A little planning, and then do something fun. I'm going to try to get out in the garden and do some stuff in the garden today, because I think it's going to warm up a little bit if it doesn't rain. And I'm just going to, that's my playtime, is getting out in the garden. That's what Miss Marion told me. She liked getting out in the garden and playing. And it's fun. I bet I can fix it. I'm a capable young woman. I think I can pop that thing back in where it belongs. The Roomba is at the door, just so you know. We got the Roomba a year ago when I had a terrible flu, or I didn't have the flu. It was something, and I think I had the coronavirus back last April. Yep, and my doctor is doing testing, but I'm just not ready to get swab stuck all the way down my nose. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, and I don't want to go over to Asheville. Don't want to do it. Don't want to go over to Asheville and get it done. It's a 45-minute trip, and I kind of like being at home. Yeah, we love our Roomba too. Robert, when I was sick and I didn't do the floors every day like I always do, he said, they've been advertising this Roomba thing. Why don't we get one? And next thing I know, one was at the door, and he got it, and we got it going. It goes every day, and he empties it every single day. And now that the fluff dog is here, Molly is here, there's some extra fur in the Roomba, and it just goes around and does its thing, and then it should be quitting right about. And it starts at 10 o'clock, and it's kind of an alarm for me, because that's when Scott Adams comes on at 10 o'clock, and then it does its thing for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, and then it stops. We call ours the cat toy, but the cat can't care less about it. Well, everybody, I will see you at 3 o'clock. Do something fun. I've told you stories this morning. Plan your menus for the rest of the week. Make sure you've got the food in that. Take inventory of what's in your refrigerator so you know what you need to cook. And let's get some things done. I think I'm going to go in and put some stuff on right now. Yeah, Robert bought a little piece of beef yesterday at the grocery store. We've been staying in and doing good. Oh, the antigen test is a finger prick. Well, yeah, I think so. I'd like to know if I've had it before. But my doctor is doing 2 tests. The see if you have it test and see if you had it test. But we'll see. Well, I will talk to y'all at 3 o'clock. Have a good rest of the day. And when is tea time? It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 3 p.m. And then Leanne does a show at 1. And then she'll do another show at 4 on her Saving Dinner page on Facebook. Chicken in the crock pot today. Yum. It's good to keep a running inventory. I cleaned out a hotspot yesterday, and I found our inventory from 2018. I don't know why I still had it, but I did. So we need to do another inventory. But we're in good shape. We have stuff to... me time is karaoke with friends. I do karaoke with y'all every morning when I turn on a song. y'all have to listen to me sing. And I've tried not to sing. I've tried just to lip sync, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The song wants to come out of me. So I apologize for messing up the music. I love you all. I will see you later. Got my magic wand out.